afternoon in the state of Texas. The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And there's no doubt about the talent that we see from C.J. Stroud. We've watched it develop in his first 2 years in the league. But the best way quarterbacks are graded is winning. He's out there trying to win his 3rd division championship in as many years.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. Here we go.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Stroud out of the gun here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now Stroud. And it is caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Give him 18 yards on that one. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Marvin Mims deep for Denver. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So the penalty there for a block in the back.
And that's one where you normally see a blocker put his hands up right away to say, no, I didn't do it. But this time, yes, you did.
A short throw to Ingram. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Return team.
Boy, costly, Charles.
I'll say, Brandon, on 4th down, no less, because that ended up being a pretty easy call for the official, and it's going to wipe out the first down they picked up.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
On the bootleg, Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's got it to Collins, complete. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
All right. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And Chubb try the middle here. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. Stroud to throw it. Short throw to Smith. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be second down.
It's now second and 6 at the Broncos' 24-yard line.
Mixing up the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Stroud. And he finds his target, it's Schultz. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense and veteran receiver Cortland Sutton getting set for their next drive. And he's very much alive in the race for most receiving yards by a wideout this year. Currently ranked second in the NFL at this point in the season. Here's Nix. Into the hands of Perry, complete. Well, hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's second down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And they needed to be, because that game...
It's hit and he fumbles. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. There are 2 words. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Back to the air with Nix. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Brings up third down.
Throwing now is Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed? Were they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 3rd down and 6. Now it's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off the bootleg, here's Nix. He targets Ingram for another grab. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 65 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Nix to the air. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt.
And it's 4th down.
And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line.
15-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And it'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Got his man, Dell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
Nixon with a 1st down carry. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stroud sets up the play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Higgins. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
The 6-yard line.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Here's Stroud. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's been a consistent force offensively all season. Currently ranked amongst the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw, here's Nix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. But he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good for Broncos. 1st down.
To throw is Nix. Pressure comes and down he goes. Will Anderson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Smith to return it. Nice little juke. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
All right.
Stroud off the play fake. That's complete. It's Collins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st down.
All right.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Nixon running wide side. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
3rd down and 10.
So right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Level swap.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And incomplete on the deep ball. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
31-yard line.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 50-yard line.
On play action, here's Nix. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Texans will take over. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Stroud looking to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And now to Commons' side, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That was a really nice run there to bring up third and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
There he goes up the right sideline. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Well, penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. When you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
But you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings. But at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively That goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
Oh, and that is incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
On the bootleg, Stroud. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And the Texans, first down. First and 10.
Stroud. To the right side and caught by Dell. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Stroud to throw it. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 3rd and goal, Stroud. And that is incomplete. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball is going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Over the middle, complete. It's Perry. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Nix. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So halftime over, no problem with us. We'll skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. You can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. They'll start with the option. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 30-yard line.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Nix. And this one is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down.
On the quick,
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he sidestepped a one-man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
And Stroud now to throw. And he is caught.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Offense.
So the big gain all for naught for the offense.
Still
That
third
yellow
down.
flag's going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Hook up a 15 yards there. And it'll be 4th down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And the Texans first down.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll run with a USC man, Woody Marks.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Stroud. He'll try and do this himself. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Looking to put a drive together.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Once more with Harvey.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Throw in Nix.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Franklin. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
They'll try it now with Harvey. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Offense.
You get the 4th down conversion, and then you look up and you see a flag.
I'm just holding my head in my hands right now because I know the head coach is doing exactly the same thing. He went into getting it on 4th down, and that gets wiped out.
Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 9. Nick's going to give to Harvey.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
On the sneak, it's Nick's.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And a quick throw there is incomplete.
Holding. Offense.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
There he goes, left side.
Joe Mixon.
Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Denver's offense ready to go again.
And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep this confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Now it's Nick's. Completes it to Perry.
They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Nick's to the air.
Over the middle, complete. It's Harvey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Hook up a 15 yards there. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 15. 2nd down at the 7-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll leave leave them with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Marvin Mims, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. What's good on the extra point? And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge out to the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And just shutting him off there. Touchdown, Houston. Jaden Higgins with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Off the play fake, here's Nix.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw is Nix.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton from 21 yards away. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
To kick off for the Broncos.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Great effort by Alex Singleton as he finishes that play off. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is fielded at the 27. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Looking to put a drive together. To throw, here's Nix. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Texans on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3 barely. But the mark shows 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Nixon will try the right side. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
John Dave Barron on the coverage.
On the quick, right?
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Garrett Stanley.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A short throw to Ingram. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
The give is to McLaughlin.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Offense.
So they'd gotten the 3rd down conversion, but the illegal block in the back means they'll have to try it all over again.
Yeah, those are the ones that can be really tough to bounce back from, Brandon. Such a poorly timed penalty.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nix.
He targets Ingram for another grab.
Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They're going. It's Nix.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They go again with Pierce. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Now Stroud. Now he's going to step up and run. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn out for the field goal try for the Texans. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far, but it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
A short throw to Ingram. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Nix from the shotgun.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. And they will take a knee here.
Here we go. Tony.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking,